Welcome everyone. In this video, we're going to do a quick review of the Apacs Z Power 900 RP Superlite badminton racket. Let's start with the specs. This is a 7U racket. It weighs around 75 grams. The balance point is 303 mm, which makes it a head-heavy racket. The maximum string tension is 33 pounds. The racket comes with a flexible shaft, so it is designed for beginners to intermediate players. This racket also comes in few colors. This cost around 2500 rupees without the strings. There is a 900 RP version which is slightly heavier than this racket, which costs less than 2000 rupees. If I get the chance, we'll try to review that one as well. So do subscribe so that you don't miss that review when it lands in the YouTube channel. Let's talk about the pros. This racket is lightweight and fast, so this is pretty good for drives. For doubles game, this racket is very fast, very rewarding, very enjoyable. So if you're someone who likes to play flat fast, this racket would be great for such type of play. When it comes to defense, this racket is pretty good. Counter attack, the ability to move the shuttle around in your defense is also commendable. So this is a racket for someone who likes to move the opponent around and look for weak returns and then capitalize. This is a great racket for such type of play. This racket has a solid hitting feel. The racket also gives very good feedback and you know what the shuttle is going to do once it leaves the racket. Despite only having the top off recessed, the swings on this racket is also pretty smooth. There is very little drag for your overhead shots. The racket is indeed head heavy, but it is not as heavy as a traditional 5U racket, which weighs 3-4 grams more. This one is slightly less head heavy than a 5U, let's say a Voltric 5U from Yonex. When you compare it with Yonex Voltrix 47i or any other Voltric light racket, this one is slightly less heavy overall, and even the head heavy balance is also not as much as a 5U Yonex racket. Despite that, the clears are also pretty easy, pretty effortless from backcourt to backcourt, provided you have good technique and you're able to generate decent swing speed. Let's talk about the cons of the Z Power. The shaft flex is not ideal for this weight. This racket, if it had a bit more stiffness, would be great for intermediate even to advanced players. This would be like a mini version of the Z Ziegler. However, since the shaft is designed to be rewarding for beginners to very relaxed intermediate players, this is not suited for advanced or intermediate players who really like to hit hard. You can hit hard with it, but unfortunately there is a ceiling because of the shaft flexibility. So it's good for beginners, not great for advanced players or intermediate players who like a stiff shaft. If it had a stiff shaft, it would not have made playing for beginners more difficult. It's just that they would have a bit more of a steep learning curve, but that would have made this racket a much better overall all-round racket. Another con is the 7U that is mentioned. Even when you buy this racket, they'll say it is a 7U, but like I mentioned earlier, it is not as head heavy as a 5U head heavy racket, but it is close to that. You might think, yeah, it's a 7U, it will be incredibly light. No, it's not as light as a 7U racket should be. So that is something to keep in mind. So in conclusion, this is a good racket for beginners, suitable with strings like BG65 or Victor 66 Nano. It can hold good tension up to 28 pounds, but it is for the relaxed intermediate level player or a defensive advanced player, or great for a beginner, not for really hard hitters or people who prefer a stiff shaft. So if you have any questions regarding this racket, please leave a comment below. I'll get to it as soon as possible. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, consider subscribing for more such content in the future. As always, thank you for watching. I'll see you again in my next video.